Can video games make you smarter? A lot of things have been said about video games and gamers. From all you've heard or read about them, what do you conclude? Can video games make you smarter? Are video games good for you or your loved ones? You may have heard and read a lot of negative things about video games. Video games have been named as the culprit behind the lackadaisical performance in schools. Sibling squabbles and domestic violence have been placed on the door of video games. Parents have wielded their big hammers against it, denying their kids what should have been a live improving entertainment. Loud voices against video games. Sometimes these one-sided comments come from respected authorities. For instance, researcher Brent Stafford of the Simon Fraser University in British Columbia, Canada, declares that video games are training our kids to celebrate violence. Also, the president of Virtual Image Productions, Rick Dyer, says of video games, "They are not just games anymore. These are learning machines. We're teaching kids in the most incredible manner what it's like to pull the trigger. What they're not learning are the real-life consequences." What many sincere people may not know is that the above comments are part of the stereotyping championed by those who choose to maintain the status quo. Let us face it, do video games cause violence or addiction? Do not be quick to answer yes or no, but add this third question. Can video games make you smarter? The answers to these questions are a matter of perspective. If you answered yes, you may or may not be correct. And if you said no, some people would conclusively prove you wrong. But the fact is, the answer to the three questions cannot be all yes or no. So let us concern ourselves with provable facts. In view of scientific findings, can video games make you smarter? What science says. Number 1. Video games improve intelligence. Certain video games can boost your IQ. They are known as puzzles and platforms. A few examples of such games are Brain Age, Angry Birds, The Legend of Zelda, and Mario Bros. Since these games encourage the engagement of players' problem-solving and memory skills, it not only improves mental faculties functions as players pay attention to details, but also slows down the brain deteriorating process. Harvard neuroscientist Howard Gardner describes this as spatial intelligence. Playing such games help you think in 3 dimensions of spatial reasoning, mental imagery, and image manipulation. They also improve motor skills and players' reaction time. This position is also backed up by Dr. Daphne Bavelier, a Geneva-based Swiss cognitive neuroscientist. Number 2. They improve strategic thinking, logical intelligence. Role-playing games such as Final Fantasy, Mass Effect, and The Elder Scrolls come to mind here. They make you, the player, a character. Dr. Bavelier mentioned earlier studied video game players in her bid to determine their ability to handle conflicts. The graphical illustration of her findings shows that gamers are faster in conflict resolution. Though different brain scans, it is clear that 3 parts of the brain are positively affected by games. They are the parietal lobe, the frontal lobe, and the anterior cingulate, which orients, maintains, and regulates attention respectively. Number 3. Video game players can better plan, multitask, and prioritize. On this note, give it to video games such as StarCraft, Age of Empires, World of Warcraft, or City of Heroes. These games are known as real-time strategy. Researchers have found that players of such games have learned to think ahead and think smart. Playing such games, according to a Georgia Tech professor, Ian Bogos, requires you to team up with other players to score a certain goal. Thus, others must be carried along in such smart thinking and foresight. This real-time thinking is a must because things can go wrong at any time. Players of these games necessarily increase the ability to multitask and prioritize while learning adaptability and versatility. Number 4. Playing video games improves interpersonal skills. Though most gamers are loners, they also learn to improve their interpersonal intelligence as they play. How? Those playing multiplayer games online, role games mentioned earlier, understand themselves and the feelings and emotions of people around them. They are thereby learning empathy and becoming smarter. Number 5. Video games are useful for bodily kinesthetic intelligence. Though they are mainly or recreation, medical schools, military academies, and other institutions are now using simulation video games to help them in preparation for what they will encounter professionally. As they practice using these games, they improve their dexterity and physical abilities. From this latest scientific research, it is clear that parents should have a rethink and be thankful that their kids stay glued to those games that can actually make you brainier. So before you discard your game or ground your game-addicted child, consider the facts you have scooped here, and apply the 6th sense as you approach the question, can video games make you smarter? Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.